Subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Hi kids, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna read The Little Mermaid, a special song. May I have your attention, please? Sebastian called. The crab tapped his baton on the podium to begin the rehearsal. King Triton's birthday was in a couple of days, and the court musicians were playing a special performance. Triton's daughter Ariel would sing while the orchestra played a brand new tune. Sebastian wanted the concert to be spectacular, but they still had a lot of work to do. The crab raised his baton and the musicians began to play. Beautiful music filled the sea. Until clang. Who did that? Sebastian demanded. I did, said a timid voice. Not again, Coral, cried Sebastian. Sorry, the young mermaid replied, her cheeks red with embarrassment. Coral, said the conductor sternly, the best way to play the cymbals is to hold on to them. Yes, sir, Coral answered. Now, if there are no more interruptions, Sebastian said grumpily, let's continue. The rehearsal went from bad to worse. Coral kept missing her cues. She dropped her cymbal a second time. Clang! Then she tripped and landed on top of the kettle drum. As Ariel watched, Sebastian threw down his baton. Rehearsal is over, the crab yelled and stormed off. Ariel helped Coral up. Don't mind Sebastian, she said reassuringly. He just wants everything to be perfect. Coral bit her lip. I might as well quit the orchestra, she said sadly. I'll never be able to get this song right, let alone perfect. Don't worry about it, Ariel said. The only thing I'm perfect at is making Sebastian mad. You should have seen his face the last time I went to the surface. His eyes bulged right out of his head. You've been to the surface? Coral asked, amazed. Her face lit up with excitement. Wow, you must be the bravest mermaid ever. Ariel laughed. I don't know about brave, she said. It's just something I like to do. I'm sure you have a hobby, right? I don't know, said Coral. I have 9 brothers and sisters, and I'm never really alone. I know what you mean, Ariel admitted. I have a lot of sisters myself, but I have a special place where I keep my collection of treasures. Would you like to see it? I'd love to, Coral exclaimed. The 2 mermaids swam to Ariel's grotto. Make yourself at home, Ariel said to Coral when they arrived. Flounder the fish was there. He waved a fin at them. Coral swam around the cavern, examining jewelry and shiny trinkets. Where did you find all of this? She asked Ariel as she put on a strand of pearls. I found some of it at the bottom of the ocean, said Ariel, and in sunken ships, Flounder added. You've been inside a sunken ship, Coral said with a gasp. Weren't you scared? Of course not. Were you, Flounder? Ariel teased. Nothing to it, the fish fibbed. So what are we waiting for? Ariel asked. Let's go. Coral and Flounder trailed behind Ariel as she swam. Soon they arrived at a ship that had sunk to the ocean floor. Come on, Ariel urged, disappearing through a large porthole. Let's see what's inside. She wants us to go in there, Coral exclaimed. Yep, answered Flounder. Inside the ship, Ariel found an old steamer trunk and opened it. Look at this, she cried, holding up a purple parasol. And this, Coral exclaimed, picking up a fancy lampshade. I wonder what it's for. My friend Scuttle can tell us, Ariel said. Follow me. Where are we going? Coral asked Flounder. To the surface, he replied matter-of-factly. Before Coral had time to be scared, Ariel's friends had arrived. Scuttle the seagull was perched on a rock. He exclaimed their treasures. That is a scribble flow, he said, looking at Ariel's parasol. Small humans use them to paddle around in the ocean. Then he turned his attention to Coral's lampshade. Oh, he said with excitement, a twirlerifer. It's what human ladies wear when they're going somewhere important. Before long, the friends had to leave. As they headed home, Coral asked Ariel if she could keep the twirlerifer at the grotto. It might get lost or broken at home, she explained. Of course, Ariel agreed. The grotto is my secret place and it can be yours too. A few days later, when Ariel swam to the grotto, she heard someone singing. The voice was strong and clear, but sweet too. When Ariel looked into the grotto, she saw her new friend. "Coral," Ariel cried, "I didn't know you could sing." "I can't," Coral said. "Not like you." "Nonsense, you have a lovely voice," Ariel declared. "You should be singing in the concert, not playing the cymbals." The little blonde mermaid shrugged. "I just like singing to myself," she explained. "I've never actually performed." The next day at rehearsal, Sebastian made Ariel and the orchestra practice over and over again, but something always seemed to go wrong. "The big day's tomorrow," the crab fretted. "This concert must be fit for a king, King Triton to be exact. Let's try it again." So they did, and the rehearsal went on and on. By the end of the afternoon, everyone was tired. "See you tomorrow," Ariel said. Her voice was raspy. On the day of the concert, Ariel could only whisper. She had lost her voice. Ariel went to tell Sebastian the news. "It's my fault," Sebastian moaned. "Yesterday's rehearsal was too long. Now who's going to sing the solo?" Ariel motioned for Sebastian to follow her. Then she led him to the grotto, where Coral was singing. Sebastian asked the blonde mermaid to take Ariel's place. "Me?" Coral said. "But I can't." "You must," Sebastian insisted. "Otherwise, King Triton's birthday celebration will be ruined." "I can't sing in front of a crowd of mer people," Coral pleaded. "And I certainly can't sing in front of King Triton." "Sure you can," Flounder said. Coral thought about how she had visited a sunken ship and gone to the surface, things she had never thought she could do, all because of Ariel. Now her new friend was counting on her. "All right," Coral said slowly, "I'll do it." That night, when Coral peeked out from backstage, she nearly fainted. The entire kingdom was there, including her parents and all of her brothers and sisters. King Triton and Ariel sat in the royal box. When it was time, Coral took a deep breath and swam on stage. As the orchestra started playing, she sang softly, but as her confidence grew, Coral's voice got louder. Before she knew it, the concert was over and the audience began to clap and cheer. "Coral," said Sebastian, smiling broadly, "you can give away your cymbals. From now on, you're going to be a court singer." After the show, Ariel went backstage to congratulate her friend. She found Coral with her family. "I didn't know you could sing like that," one of Coral's sisters exclaimed. "No one ever would have known if it wasn't for Ariel," replied Coral. "She believed in me, and that helped me believe in myself." Ariel still couldn't speak, but she smiled at Coral and gave her a big hug. She was glad everything had worked out so well. It had been a wonderful evening.